everybody. It's Wednesday. It's lower body day today. We are going to try something a little bit different today for our programming. Of course, we'll start with a warm-up, but once we're into it, we are going to have 3 different blocks today, focusing primarily on just one muscle group at a time. So we'll have a quads, we'll have a glutes, and we'll have a hamstring section before we get into conditioning. So by the end of today, if your legs don't feel like they got an entire workout, I've done something wrong. Let's get warming up. Today, we're just going to do 2 rounds to begin with. Our first movement is going to be the world's greatest stretch. It is aptly named. It's a great one for warming up your lower body and for mobility. We start in a plank position. We're going to step 1 foot forward, so a nice long lunge. You will, like so. From here, we open our chest inside towards that front leg, and then we open to the other side as well. Great for opening up the chest. And we switch sides. So we will move backwards and forwards. We're going to do 3 on each side, switching backwards and forwards like so. And we're going to move into windmills. The first time we will do it without weight. Arms will be straight, and we are going to look up at our hand. Feel a nice big stretch through the outside like so. We're going to do 5 of these on one side, then we'll switch and do 5 on the other. So we've got lots of warm up here. Then to make sure those legs are really filling it, we'll do 10 jump squats, making sure we come down low, leaving the ground. We're going to do that just twice through, so we need to start down on the floor in our plank position. We'll start all together in just a second. So, as soon as you're ready, we'll go. Here we are in 3, 2, 1. So from the plank, we're going to step 1 foot forward towards our hands. Putting all of our weight into the opposite hand, we're reaching up to one side. And then when we're ready, switching over, trying to open through the shoulders to be feeling it. Nice big stretch to the legs as well. This one is called the world's greatest stretch. Hold on, let me go the other way. Because it really stretches out quite a lot of your body for pretty minimal investment. So take your time moving through these. I'm feeling this one through my glutes today after Monday, and a lot through my back. I hope you're feeling it too. If you do fine with this movement, then maybe when you open to the opposite side, there's not a lot of space, do the best that you can. Once you've done both arms, you switch the legs back. Woo. Even though this is a stretch, it certainly gets my heart rate up. I hope you're starting to feel warm. Shoulders are working. Good. Opening up the hips as well as we twist through. Awesome. When you have done 3 on each side, we're going to come up for our windmills. We're going to put our feet nice and wide. So we are going to point our feet to the right. We're going to put our left hand up in the sky. We're going to look up at that hand, reaching the right arm down the right leg, trying not to bend our legs. Coming up and down. Look up at that top hand. You want to feel a nice stretch through here. You want to feel our shoulder rotate and our palm keeps facing forward. Good. Woo. Again, these mobility movements that should be getting you nice and warm this morning. Once you've done 5, we're going to switch our toes to point in the other direction. Put our other hand up in the sky. As we look up, we're going to slowly reach down. Good. Feel a rotation in the shoulder. Make sure your legs aren't bending. Push your feet away from each other through the floor. Good. Up and down. Nice. Had a big week so far with us. It was only Wednesday, so I wanted to make sure we got some mobility movements here for you. So we are ready to move. Last thing, once we've done 5 windmills on each side, is jump squats. So feet just a little bit more than shoulder width apart, just coming down low, leaving the ground. We're going for 10. Nice. Good. Awesome. Let's make sure we get lots of height. Now we're just going to do everything through one more time. So 3, 3 of your world's greatest stretch. Let's come back down to the floor. Put 1 foot forward, and a nice big lunge. Feel the stretch through the hips. We're opening to one side. that usually has the most range of motion. Keep switching backwards and forwards. There you go. We want to take our time. This is not a rush. Feel that stretch. Good. Keep your core on. Don't want our back to hurt here. Should be helping. Good. Woo-hoo. I'm certainly feeling this in my hamstrings now. My hips have released. Back to the other side. Once you finish your world's greatest stretch, it's back into windmills. Good. You can grab weight this time. Do something small if you got it. So, looking up at our hand. Coming back up. Good. Up at the hand. Woo. Nice. Try and keep your shoulders back. So away from your ears. Pull them back across your back like you're trying to pull them together. Good. 5 on each side. Back straight, legs straight, arms straight. Hinging at our hips. Once you've done 5 on one side, 5 on the other, you can put the feet a little wider if you're finding that a little challenging. Good job. Woo-hoo. All right. And once we finish our windmills, we've got 10 jump squats to do. Let's try and get as low as we can in the squat, and as high as we can in the jump. Really levitate. Good job. Chest up. Back straight. Power through the whole foot, not just the toes. And 10. Awesome. We're going to move straight into our workout today. Keep that heat. So for our first round today, 3 movements. We do everything for 45 seconds. Then we're going to take 15 seconds of rest. We start off with a forward lunge and twist. So 45 seconds, we're going to forward lunge, we're going to twist over the open side today, and then we lunge back, like so. You can add a weight here, or if you're finding that really hard for your core, start without weight. Our second movement today is goblet squats. So we want something nice and heavy to hold up in our chest. We're going to sit down, keeping our weight as upright as possible. If this is a goblet, we don't want anything to spill. And our third movement is what I call a matrix swing. So we're going to come down onto our knees, push our hips forward, and from here, leaning back as far as we can, pulling ourselves back to upright. So this should be a quad burner for you today. Everything is loading up your quads, making them work real hard. That's it. Those 3 movements, 3 times through. By the end, those legs should feel pretty close to the front. Are you ready? Shall we do it? All right. Awesome. We're starting with lunge and twist in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So lunging forward, twisting over our open side, just with the thoracic. Take your time. I want it to look nice and controlled. So not doing this. No, we're going to lunge, twist, come back, return. Keeping your shoulders back. Your torso is nice and upright. So, again, not leaning forward. Hips on behind us. Everything is stacked on top of each other. Good, good, good. Big push. Woo! You have 5 seconds left. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Awesome. Next to that goblet squats, we'll be starting that in 10 seconds. Grab your weight. Here we go. We start in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So push the knees apart, keeping your chest up nice and high. Good. At least we're coming down with control, but we're pushing up nice and hard, making sure there's even pressure through the whole foot. So not just on your toes, not just pushing through your heels, around down below you. If your weight feels light, let's speed it up so that we get some more reps in. Total power expenditure needs to be high. Woo! 6 seconds. Shoulders back, chin up. 2, 1, rest. Now we are on the floor for our last one. We're moving quick today. Woo! Got those hearts racing. 5 seconds and we're into our matrix swings. Squeeze your butt, hips stay forward. Let's go, leaning back. Woo! And then pulling through the quads to be able to pull yourself back up again. Good. Have you got a nice soft floor to be kneeling on here? Good. Just as far back as you can go. If it's just here because your quads feel tight, that's still very challenging. I love this move. I practice this one a lot, so I really hope you're putting as much thought and energy into this as you can. Keep those hips up, horizon, tail is tucked between the legs. We're coming back to upright every time. As far back as you can. 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're back on our feet. Next is our forward lunge and twist. I'm going to hold 5 pounds, see if my shoulders can take this today after yesterday's burnout. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. We're back to the top. So nice big lunge. Twist to your open side. Good. So try not to let your hips move around in space. So twisting through here. Through the center of your body, around your belly button and the spine. Good. Shoulders are back and down. Good. Find a nice rhythm that you can settle into and try to move from there. Again, if it's feeling too easy, speed it up. We want to make sure we keep the back knee off the floor just a bit so it's harder to balance. 3, 2, 1, rest. Goblet squats next. Grab your nice heavy weight in 10 seconds. We slide. These go quickly, we're already halfway through. 5-second countdown. We go in 2, 1. Let's wax. Sorry, down nice and low. All the way up. Chest stays high. Shoulders are back. Open the chest. Pulling your collarbones away from each other. Good. Scapulas or your shoulder blades are pulled towards each other. So in a nice stable position. Think about pulling them back and down. Like you're trying to tuck them into your back jeans pockets. Good. Power through the whole foot to come up. Nicely done. Good. Move with control. Slow on the way down. Powerful, quick on the way up. You really got it. 5 seconds left. Do it well. 3, 2, 1. Okay. We're on the floor. If you want to make these matrix swings harder, you can hold the weight to your chest. But ideally, we're going to lean back as far as we can. If you are not doing this movement today, you're instead going to hold a squat pulse. So, this is the original movement. Otherwise, come down to a squat and you're going to pulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we stand back up, straight back down. Keep moving like that. You want to load up those quads. Feeling it here. Woo! Nicely done. You have 20 seconds left. 5 pulses in those pulse squats. Then straight up, then back down again. And just little breaks. Woo! And we get straight back into it. Good job. Go, ladies, go. You have 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. We got one more round. Let's do it again. Are we feeling it in here? I hope that's where you feel it. We will be starting in 5 seconds. Last round, lunge and twist. We go in 2, 1. Let's do it. Lunge, twist. Oh, I did the wrong way. Oops. I'm gonna lunge over my open side today. So try not to let the hips flare. We don't want to do this with our legs. One knee is pointing straight forward. The other one's back, pointing down. Good. Woo. Tell you what, my quads are on fire over here Push hard out of that front leg to stand up. 4 on. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good job, girls. We've got 2 minutes and then we're out of the quad fire. Woo. Come on, quads. Mine are a little cooked already. Here we go. 2, 1. Let's do it. So nice and slow on the way down. Push evenly through that whole foot. Push your knees apart from each other. We want to make a nice big hole to sit down into. So spreading the knees apart, creating lots of space there and the hips to get as long as we can. Feeling strength in our legs to help us come up. No butt wing. Just strength. Good. 3, 2, 1, and press. It's a nice rate to move out. Keep that chest up. Remember, this was a goblet. We want it to stay upright so we're not spilling its contents. We got 4 seconds left. 2, 1, rest. Okay, last station. Either we're in our squat pulses or on the floor for our quad swings. If you're pulsing, remember, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand up, straight back down. Let's go, last round, begin. Woo. If you're doing these swings today, I want you to think about pushing your knees away from each other, or pulling them, I should say, so that we're still getting lots of tension through the glutes, and the quads can be isolated to do the work they need to do. We're lengthening, and we're contracting. Bring it back together, good. We want to overload here. We'll shake it out in a second, 15 seconds left. Go for it. Don't let those knees come towards each other. Always push them away from each other on the way down and on the way up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo. That's our quad burner to get us started. I need a second before I can stand up, I think. All right, quick sip of water. Or coffee. Okay, for our next little 9-minute burner situation, we're moving on. We're going to do glutes. You know I love to do them. You know they're good for you. So our 3 movements we're doing today, we're going to start with sumo deadlifts. A favorite here. With our feet nice and wide, toes pointing out at a 45-degree angle, we are going to push our hips backwards, with our weights touch them to the floor, stand back up. Key ingredients for this cake is pushing the knees apart, keeping the back straight, squeezing your butt to get that drive back up. Then we're going to move into curtsy lunges into a hold. So we're going to switch backwards and forwards. Do a curtsy lunge, come up tall, change. Curtsy lunge, tall, change. The point of coming up nice and tall is I want you to get that glute squeeze at the top so your hips fully extend. So we're hitting the glutes to a full range of motion. Last movement today is clamshells. This one we'll have to hustle down quickly into. You're going to lie on our side like we're about to have a nap. We're doing 20 seconds each side of opening and closing the knee. It's a very small range of motion. It starts from my thumb to my pinky, but we're going to be isolating the glute, moving backwards and forwards. We'll start facing the camera. When we switch sides, you simply roll over and roll the other way. You're going to put your hand on your glute so you can feel down there, and that'll be the whole thing. So we are going to get started here. In 10 seconds, we're starting with our sumos, so grab your heavy weights. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. So feet wide, push your knees apart, back straight. Over to this way. Push your hips back. Do not let your knees move forward. They are moving apart from each other. Good. They're not forward. This is awesome. Keep it up. Squeeze your butt. Glutes, 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 glutes. Woo! Bree's favorite section. Nice. 15 seconds left. Keep your shoulders back. Lats are on. Open the chest. Big thrust for the hips to stand up. 5, Make sure we come through the full range of motion. We'll be starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, curtsy lunge, driving that knee high, foot down. Curtsy lunge, knee high. Good. Good, you got it. Up, good. Keep the core nice and strong. Good. Awesome. So nice big step back and to the side. Power up with the knee high. Foot down, switch over. Bang. Good. You don't want to crunch here. We're staying up nice and tall. Drive. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. And moving on to clamshell. So come down on the floor, lying on your side, head is resting on your arm. Feet stacked over the top of each other. We start in 3, 2, 1. Hips are stacked. Opening that top knee up, just a couple of inches, and back down. It's a small movement. We got 20 seconds, and we want to get a lot of reps in. We're going to be switching sides in 3, 2, 1. Flipping over. Other way. Now we are doing the other side. Hips stacked over the top of each other. Feet are touching. Feet do not come apart. Good. Keep going till we hear that final bell. Doing great. Woo. Little movements. Put your hand up on your hip. Feel like you're walking. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Back to the top. It's time for more sumos. Awesome. You got this. Those legs will be feeling it real soon. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Nice. At the bottom of this movement, ideally, your knees are over your ankles. Good. Trust. Nice and slow on the way down. Pull your shoulders back. Chest is proud. Neck is feeling neutral, so we shouldn't be pulling through our neck at all. It's not carrying the burden. If anything, you can feel the lats, which are down below your shoulders and near your ribs. Good. Think about thrusting the hips. Hips pull backwards, push forwards. Pull backwards, push forwards. You got 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good. We're into our curtsy. Hold. So let's do these together. We start. We want a nice big sweeping motion. Back here. 2, 1. Let's go. So sweep, knee drive, step down. Sweep, knee drive, step down. So feeling it on the outside glute, squeezing the inside glute, switching legs. Outside, inside. Outside, inside. Good. Outside, inside. Good. Keep it up. Punch. Woo. Crunch the core. Help your body bring it up. Make sure we're not looking forwards. Good. Love it. 10 seconds left. You got it. Woo, sweating. You got it, girls. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, we're on the floor for our clamshells. So nice straight line through your spine. Your hips down to your feet. Make sure your feet are stacked one on top of each other. Hips are stacked. You're going 2, 1. Let's go. Open, close. Good. I can't see you guys down on the floor there, so make sure. Work through it for me. Brace your core. Make sure your hips are one over the other. Look down. Make sure you're not leaning back or forth. And just open those hips up enough to feel the burn. Let's switch sides. Same thing. Reset the core. Hips are one over the top of each other. Good. Little opening. Feel the glute. Lots of work happening in the back. Core is on. We work until we hear the bell. Keep working. You got this. Woo. 2, 1. Press. Up on your feet. We're back to sumos. Last time through. heavy to deadlift here. We'll start in 5 seconds. Feet are spread. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Nice. Push the knees apart. So it's not just about pushing your hips back, but driving your knees out, over your toes, sorry, over your ankles. Good. So we can certainly keep our chest up nice and high here. Think about what a sumo wrestler looks like, or a ballerina. Woo. Ballerinas are always up nice and tall. We're plié here. Woo. A little more feminine. 10 seconds left. I bet those ladies sumo wrestlers now. It's 2020. What else is there? 2, 1. Rest. Okay. Fancy. Knee drive. Switch. We start in 10 seconds. We're holding the weight up high at your chest. Move sideways because I want you to see what's happening through the torso. 2, 1. Let's go. So staying nice and upright. No crunching. The work is happening through the glutes. We switch nice and high. Bring your high knee to switch. Power is coming from the front legs to the one planted on the floor. Good. Woo. Keep it up. You're halfway. This is our final round of glutes. Let's max it out. Good. Big sweeping statement. Switch down across. You've got 10 seconds left. Crunch, step, back, crunch, step. Good rhythm to be in. 2, 1, rest. Let's come to the floor. Let's get those little activations happening here. Last time for the glutes. So lay on down, look at your hips, make sure they're one over the other. Knees on top of each other. Let's go. Core is on. Brace the core. You don't want anything to move except this muscle right here. Good. I bet that's going to end up being YouTube's automatic screen grab it uses today. Just me pointing at my glutes. Would that be nice? Let's switch. Keep it up. Switching sides. Look down. Make sure your hips are still stacked. You want to feel it right here. Squeeze your butt. On that top side, everything else is still till it's done. Good. 3, 2, 1. Done. Woo! I heard like we're cooking right now. I know mine are. For our last trick today, we are going to be focusing on hamstrings and our back. So the 3 movements we're doing today. First of all, will be Romanian deadlifts. You want your heavy weights for this one. This is good for hands and the back. So with our feet not too far apart, we're going to push our hips backwards, little bend in the knee, coming down till our hamstrings say no, and squeezing our butt, crossing those hips forward. It's a little bit more glutes. It's pretty hard to do hands without glutes. We are strong, so that's fine. 45 seconds of that. Then we are going to move into lying leg lifts. You're going to lay down on your back. Option is to hold a nice heavy weight up above you and from here. Option 1 is one leg at a time, as straight as you can, dropping down to touch the floor, lower back stays planted. If you want to make this harder, both legs at once, coming down, keeping the lower back planted, pulling up. So brace through your core, keeping those legs nice and straight. The last movement we're doing today is hip bridge walkout. So we start up in our hip bridge position. We want our shins vertical. We're going to step out as far as we can, keeping our butt off the floor and stepping back out. Switching which leg we lead with each time. That's a lot of loading on the hamstrings and the back. If you need to, take smaller steps so that your back doesn't explode. It's all about keeping spinal erectors working, core is really filling here. Right, keep the pelvis rotated under. Now weight is in our heels. Power from the heels. Okay. I guess we just got to get into it. 1 second so I can have a sip of water, and then we'll go. So we start to do as you can. If you're not feeling your hamstrings here, I want you to try and sit further backwards behind you. Your hips should really be going for a real jaunt in space here, pushing back. Looks like somebody has a braid around your hips and they're pulling it right back behind you. You're going to fight them to bring your hips forward again. Keep it up. Woo! Beautiful. 10 seconds left. You can do this. 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. We are moving down to the floor now, flying leg lifts. Remember, ideally we have a weight up in the air. Our lower back will stay glued down. Either one leg or two in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Push your lower back into the floor. Let's focus on keeping that right there. Option 1 is one leg at a time. Straight legs. Option 2, 2 legs at once. Slowly lowering down, bringing it back. We don't want to lift our hips off the floor. Hips are staying planted. Woo! Really press that lower back down. Good. If you can do 3 of these, and then you want to switch back to one leg at a time, by all means, go for it. Oh, my hamstrings are so tight. We got this. All the way down. 2, 1. Rest. So, put your weight down. Now we are moving into our bridge, hip bridge, into step out. We start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So with our hips up, shins vertical. We are stepping out as far as we can, then coming back, keeping our butt off the floor. Squeeze your glutes. Feel the tightness in your hamstrings. Take your time. There's no rush. I got you. Remember, smaller steps if you need to. It's okay to come out to here, step back. Try not to let your body rock around so you're not like sweeping side to side. Try to keep those hips facing the ceiling the entire time. Woo! Keep it up. We got 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. We're back on our feet. Audience, where we're coming from. Good, good, good. Take care of your backs here, ladies. Let's get that core fired up. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hips push back. Little bend in the knee. Not very much. We want to feel the hamstrings. Now, we can get pretty low here, but it's not worth doing if you start to curl at the bottom. We only want to go as low as we can with our back straight. Weights in your heels. Pushing your weight behind you through your hips. Good. Slow on the way down. Snap on the way up. Shoulders back. Always something to fix. Let's run through the body. What are the shoulders doing? How's your back? Pelvis. Glutes. Hamstrings. Knees and heels. Only a little attention here. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good job. We're coming down onto the floor again. You've got our lying leg lifts. We'll be starting in 8 seconds. Goal number 1 is just to keep your lower back on the floor as your legs move. Let's go. So, lower back on the ground. See how low you can bring those feet. Woo! Big core movement here, but big shoulders, hamstrings. Sorry, your legs are straight as they can be. Good. When you start to feel impossible, one leg at a time, nice and slow and controlled. Absolutely rolling through. Good job. Woo-hoo! Got it. 15 seconds. Keep moving. Core is working. Push that lower back down. Like really actively push through your spine into the floor. 2, 1, and rest. Okay. For this next movement, make sure we rotate our pelvis. So still trying to keep our hips tilted under, like we're pushing our lower back into the floor. Now our hips are up. Same position. Core is on. Let's go. Step it out. Bring it back. Move with control. Push your upper arms into the floor, so shoulders and arms into the floor to create a nice stable base for yourself. Weights of your heels and your shoulders. Squeeze your butt. Feel the power through your hamstrings as you suspend yourself. If you want to make it harder, you can always just come out into this position and hold it here. Squeezing your butt, feeling the hamstrings. You got 10 seconds left. Woo! Feel it here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Okay, final round. Abiel, what's up? Grabbing your weights. We're on our feet. You got this. I hope this happens feel good. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Last time. Slow on the way down. Quick on the way up. Slow on the way down. Quick on the way up. Really push your heels in. Feel the power transfer up through the back of your legs. Into your hips as they thrust forward. Nice, powerful movement. These are big muscles that should feel snappy. Good. Woo! That's a real burner. The more we build these muscles, the better we get at weight loss, the better we get at hiking, skiing, snowboarding, anything that you need to use your legs and hips for. These benefit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. We're on the floor for our last 2 movements. You know what it is? We're on the back. We're lying like this. We will start in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Watch out for objects on the floor. Lower back presses down. Core is working hard here. Keep those legs straight. Either one leg or 2. Woo-hoo! This is getting that back nice and strong. You can do this. Pull your shoulders back. So good. Look at you go. Keep it up. Oh, we got about 15 seconds left. I'm going to switch down. This is getting tough. Hello to my hip flexors. Woo! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, a reminder. We can come from our hip bridge into the step out, or we can simply hold. It's harder, but it's less movement. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push these arms down into the floor, hips to the sky. Step out and back. So you're not too close when you bring your feet back in, but making sure the shins are vertical at the top. So up and down. Good. If you want to make it harder, step the feet out, push the hips to the sky so glutes are on, and load up those hamstrings. Even harder again if your hands are off the floor. Just pushing the heels, flex the feet. Woo! We have 10 seconds left. Go for it. Don't want to feel this in your back, so brace your core if you are. 2, 1. Rest. Oh. Good job, girls. That was tough. I'm breathless. Okay, let's just move on into conditioning. Today, we're doing pretty good for time. We're about 40 minutes in here. So for our final round of work today, what I want you to do is 4 rounds as quickly as possible. So we'll start the timer. I'll let you know what your time is when you finish. We have 5, 10, 15, and 20 reps to do of each of the following. We are starting off with man naked. This is a weighted burpee. So, oh gosh, I really didn't pick good weights for this. For man naked, we start with a dumbbell in our hands. We are going to move to our normal burpee stance, so hands down, feet jump back, push up or firm from here. Tuck your feet wide, and you want to swing the weights back, then up and through, back down. So rather than jumping pulling our weights up above our head before you come back down. Like so. If this feels like too much, or because of the weights that you have that doesn't feel possible, burpees are where it's at. Then we move on to power cleans. So for this movement, hinging at our hips, weighting our hands, we're going to touch the floor, and then we're bending at the elbow, pressing our hips forward, and we're bringing our weights up to our shoulders. I don't want our elbows too high in this movement, like so. We are doing 10. After all of the core and glute work we just did, you're going to need to be careful today to really make sure that your mat doesn't take the load of that. Then as we move on, it's 15 push press. So with a weight in each hand again, we are going to put our weights up on our shoulders, little dip in the legs, big drag overhead, like so. If that feels like too much for the 2 weights that you have, you certainly can do this with 1. And then the other side, up, down, up, down. Last movement today is mountain climbers. So on the floor in our plank position, driving our knee across. It is 20 total. I think I'm going to do 20 on each side. You know what? We need to work hard. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to do 20 total. So, quick recap. 5 hand makers, 10 power cleans, 15 push press, 20 total mountain climbers. I'll be getting the clock started in 30 seconds. So if you need water, if you need to turn your music up, if you need to pet your cat, whatever you need to do before we get started, let's do that. Sorry, I see some time to recover. I have to shut off for 40 minutes. Woo-hoo! So once we get going here, we just go straight on till it's done. Good, good. Okay. We'll put a 13-minute time cap on. I'm sure that's more than enough time. You ready? Shall we do this? Men make it start in 10 seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So burpee. With weights, jump your feet. Pull those weights up above your head. Hands on your dumbbells as you move through. Good. Good. I'm losing my flooring. Once you have done 5 of those, we are into power cleans. Good. Hinging backwards and forwards. Through the hips. 1, 2. Pull those shoulders back. Good. Once we have done 10 of those, it's 15 push press. Little dip, big push. Back out straight, chest proud. Once we finish the push press, mountain climb as it is. Woo. Oh, my shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as soon as you're finished, back to the top. 1 round took us just a little under 2 minutes. We're gonna have this done so quickly. I'm gonna try this with heavy weights this time. Wish me luck. Yeah, you got it. 10 power cleans. Woo! Good job. 3 minutes is done. Good. From here, moving into mountain climbers. 5 millimeters, 10 power cleans, 15 push press, 20 mountain climbers. You can do it. Woohoo! Oh, this is tough. Why did I come to this and make this heavy every time? I'll never get done. Let's keep it up. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, my God. Woo! All right. 5 animations. Then it's 10 power cleans. Touch the floor, touch your shoulders. Woo! Oh, my shoulders. They're working. Pull those shoulders back. You gotta do it. Let's do it well. Hang in there. Oh, 20 mountain climbers total. 5.5 minutes is done. Make sure your form is super nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good job. Keep it up. Woo-hoo.
Have a good day.
Last time too for me. Men naked. Here we go. Oh, good job. 6 minutes and 20 seconds is gone. Keep on pushing through.
Thanks, Bree.
Oh, thank you. That was
Have a
hard
good day.
work. My
Bye-bye.
glutes and hamstrings feel good. Shoulders too. All right, guys. You ripped through that one. I guess we better make sure that's a 5-rounder next time. You killed that today. Remember, consistency is what keeps us strong. Good habits is what drives us forward. I will see you Monday next week at 9:15, but be back with Kim at 7:30 tomorrow. Have a great day.